This is the BLUETTI Solar Generator Elite 200 V2. Just looking at it, the Elite 200 V2 really stands out with a compact, boxy design that's easy to handle for a battery of this size. It's covered in a nice matte black finish with smooth lines, nothing too flashy, but it gives off a solid, reliable vibe when you see it up close. The integrated handles actually make moving it around a lot simpler. Although don't get me wrong, at about 53 pounds, you'll still feel it if you have to lift it by yourself. From my experience, right out of the box, everything about this battery feels sturdy and thoughtfully put together. When I looked at the control panel, it was nice to see that BLUETTI went for a really simple and clear setup. The screen is bright, easy to read, and lets you see what's going on with your battery, like how much energy you've got left, what you're charging, and what's being used right now. I like that I don't have to scroll through tons of menus, it's just the basics, right there in front of you. The key features of the Elite 200 V2, in my opinion, are what make it feel like a modern, practical backup for power outages, camping, or even for DIY projects when you're off-grid. You've got 4 standard AC outlets, a couple of USB-C and USB-A ports, and a car charger port, so there's flexibility to plug in almost anything you might need: phone, laptop, fridge, or even something like a mini cooler. I personally tested it on both heavy-duty appliances and small electronics. It powered my full-sized fridge and old window AC for a few hours without breaking a sweat, and I still had battery left for charging my phone and laptop at the same time. What's also cool is how quiet it is. There's no loud fan drone, just a soft hum if you're standing nearby. I should talk about the actual battery inside, because that was a point I worried about early on. There's a lot of confusion out there about battery types and lifespans. BLUETTI is using LFP batteries here. That's lithium iron phosphate, which holds up better over time compared to older lithium ion. They rate this battery for at least 6,000 full cycles, which is a big deal if you're planning to keep this working for years, even with daily use. It's like being able to run it down to empty and charge it all the way back up every day for something like 16 years before you'd hit that 6,000 cycle mark. Charging speed was another concern I had before using the Elite 200 V2. Sometimes, portable batteries are a huge hassle because you have to leave them plugged in overnight or longer just to get a full charge. That's not the case here. With the included Charger 1, I consistently got near 560 watts of charging input, so it filled up about 6 times faster than my old car portable charger. BLUETTI even claims you can get from 0 to 80% in less than an hour if you use both AC and car chargers together, though in my usage, I was generally topping off the battery during the day, and I never felt like I was waiting around for it to finish charging. That makes it perfect for unpredictable power outages or when you need to pack up in a hurry for camping. The solar input is a nice upgrade if you want to go totally off-grid. This unit supports up to 1,000 watts of solar charging, so even if you only have a couple of panels, I tested it with my 200-watt panel, you can get a steady stream of power during the day, or keep things topped up during longer outages. For basic backup at home or long weekends at a campsite, that's more than enough. I used it to keep lights, small fans, and my phone charged while camping, and I only used a fraction of the battery overnight. One thing that really surprised me in a good way was the app integration. I wasn't sure I'd use the app at all, because sometimes these extras feel gimmicky. But after a week, I found I actually liked being able to check on the battery or turn outlets on and off from my phone, especially when the Elite was tucked away or I was charging it up from solar panels outside my shed. The app connects through Wi-Fi, so I could adjust settings from inside my house while the battery was out back. For someone who likes to keep an eye on energy use without fiddling with buttons, this was genuinely useful. Of course, nothing's perfect. I did find the weight can be an issue if you're not strong or need to move it around a lot. At over 50 pounds, it's manageable, but not really what I'd call portable if you're carrying it solo for a long distance. Also, BLUETTI didn't add wheels, which would honestly have made moving it around yards or parking lots way easier. Another thing is the lack of water resistance. If it rains or if you're camping and the weather turns, this thing needs to be under shelter or kept dry. It's sturdy, but I wouldn't risk it outdoors in a downpour. One more limitation is that there's no 12-volt RV generator port on this model. That might not be an issue for everyone, but if you own a camper or RV and want a simple connection, you might miss this feature, since the previous model had it. I asked BLUETTI about why they left it out, but never got a clear answer. It's definitely a little disappointing because having that port makes things easier for RV backups. Additionally, there's no expandability, so if you want more power, you'd have to buy another full unit rather than just add another battery. Some competing brands let you double your capacity by just stacking extra batteries and connecting them together, but that's not the case here, so consider that if you think you'll need more backup later on. Usability-wise, I found this battery refreshingly simple. There aren't dozens of buttons and the panel isn't crowded. It's very approachable, even if you're new to backup batteries or solar generators. The manual included in the box is well written and covers most basic questions. I'd recommend this for anyone who needs backup power at home, likes to go camping, or just wants something reliable for charging laptops, phones, and small appliances during emergencies. It handles the essentials without fuss, and the power output is strong enough that I never worried about things shutting down in the middle of use. Whether you're looking for a backup battery for your apartment, an extra source of power while camping, or a way to keep things running during blackouts, the Elite 200 V2 covers all those bases. In my experience, it performed smoothly and reliably every time I used it. I do wish it had wheels and the RV plug, but neither of those were total deal breakers for the things I needed it to do. The battery's lifespan, fast charging, simple controls, and the new Wi-Fi enabled app make it stand out in ways that really matter, especially if, like me, you value things that just work without a lot of hassle. In conclusion, my quick review is that the BLUETTI Solar Generator Elite 200 V2 and Charger 1 is a fantastic option for those who need serious backup power in a compact package. It won't fit every need, and you'll want to be careful about not leaving it out in the rain or expecting to roll it easily across a parking lot. But for reliable, high-capacity, easy-to-use backup power, it's been a real workhorse for me. I'd recommend this for anyone wanting peace of mind for those unexpected power cuts, off-grid projects, or camping weekends. I will update specific information about the BLUETTI Solar Generator Elite 200 V2 in the comments. Don't forget to catch my next video.